A sturdy house needs a strong foundation. The same goes for every organization across the globe. Every enterprise needs a modern business platform as their foundation. But since technology is moving so fast, it's hard to keep your platform capabilities interlocked. And that's where SAP Business Technology Platform has you covered. SAP BTP enables you to be the architect, picking and choosing the capabilities that fit your unique business needs, all so your business is set up for success. A modern business platform like SAP BTP enables you to maximize the value of your SAP data and increase agility with extended planning and analysis. Build faster and simplify application development with our pre-built content and low-code, no-code development tools. Streamline workloads and processes with artificial intelligence and automation. Seamlessly connect to the entire family of SAP applications and integrate with partner applications too. Choose your preferred cloud infrastructure, even with existing hybrid IT landscapes. And above all, safeguard your foundation, keeping your investment in mission-critical business applications secure. I invite you to explore SAP BTP today.
Please welcome Kerri Tenbrunsel.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Sapphire. SAP has dedicated its mission to the advancement of people, business, and technology. From pioneering the enterprise resource planning segment to today now becoming a global leader in building and implementing intelligent enterprises and sustainable solutions. SAP is known for our innovation, and it's really our responsibility and our duty to act with purpose. That mission actually rings true today. It has for 50 years, and it still rings true today as customers continue their digital transformation journeys to improve business agility and resiliency. So in order for an organization to achieve that agility and that resiliency, they need to possess the right technology platform that unlocks that continuous value across different business processes. Analysts agree, and recently in a study of Future Fit organizations, Forrester reported that companies that have a flexible technology foundation and can adapt to change grow nearly 3 times faster than any of their other competitors in that particular industry. And as you heard in the opening video, the SAP Business Technology Platform is the very foundation for which our customers can drive innovation. It's very powerful. So let me give you a real-life example of what this looks like. Verge motorcycles, if you haven't heard of them before, you probably will very soon. They are a fully electric motorcycle. They're sleek, they're strong, their bikes are sexy, and they are an SAP Business Technology Platform customer. Using our low-code developing tools, the SAP AppGyver, Verge built 10 applications to go across their entire manufacturing process. They captured every single step in that process. And as a result, they are now able to scale their operations as needed by having a flexible IT landscape. They understand the process and every step within the process. They're also able now to make rapid decisions on real-time data. And they've also been able to cut their development timelines from months to weeks to days. And imagine the power of that. And SAP AppGyver powers Verge's mission to reinvent the rules of motorcycle manufacturing. So what does this really mean, and why is that important? Let's talk about 3 key areas within the BTP portfolio. First, by leveraging the technology platform with low-code, no-code capabilities, companies like Verge are able to complete their transformations in a more rapid fashion. They can enable everyone in their organization to be a part of that transformation. They can, no matter what their skill is, they can ultimately build faster. And this is why I'm so proud today to announce that we are going to be continuing to invest in this technology. And as of today, SAP AppGyver is fully integrated into the SAP Service Cloud. Why is that important? Because SAP Service Cloud users can now jumpstart their no-code applications. And they can also have access now to the largest library of industry-specific and visual tools. Imagine the power of your business folks and your IT folks coming together for transformation in a rapid-fire way. So that's the low-code and no-code. And then next up, we have our process automation. And process automation from an IT teams and business users allows them to build that no-code or low-code. Business users can now access those modular templates that I mentioned a moment ago, and they can access those combined workflows and processes created and governed by the IT teams, but with the influence of a drag and drop front end from a business user. The IT teams can then rest easy knowing that they have a data governance and some structure around all of that data compliance and for their governance capabilities, as I mentioned. What's the best part? The best part is that the process automation is now available on BTP free tier, which is ultimately the easiest way to explore BTP solutions at zero cost. And then lastly, we have data. Organizations need to be more agile than ever before. You've heard this today on day one of SAP Sapphire, data with purpose. But yet many organizations, like many of you, are still managing your planning in silos. You have no choice. This is how the organizations grew. Extended planning and analysis aligns all financial, strategic, and operational plans into one single view. SAP is uniquely positioned to do this. By leveraging the SAP Data Warehouse Cloud and SAP Analytics Cloud, customers can build one plan that seamlessly extends across all SAP applications and non-SAP applications. So when the data resides in the application layer, we're able to connect one line of business with the next, which ultimately will improve that speed, the agility, and truly optimize the entire enterprise, when you can truly integrate and extend all of that feature functionality by leveraging the data in between each of those lines of business. This unique solution empowers customers to truly harness the power of their data more than ever before. And then also, with these announcements that I've just talked about, they help maximize the value of our customers' data. The digital transformation journey, it doesn't stop there. And many of you, that's why you're here. You're here to learn, to grow, to be inspired, to learn from your peers and other customers, and to learn from SAP. Our customers transform how they run, and they gain continuous value with the embedded artificial intelligence in our core business process. That's who we are at SAP. We are the business layer. We are the business process. And we enable our customers to turn concepts into market reality, sourcing into competitive advantage, prospects into lifelong customers, and potential into performance. For example, we embedded AI into the SAP Returnable Packaging Management solution. And this feature forecasts container delivery dates based upon previous delivery patterns. It makes it easier for customers to manage their operations and build a much more resilient and sustainable supply chain. Also, customers can scale and they can extend their business applications with pre-built AI models through multi-cloud environments. And if that's not a real-life example, having that multi-cloud environment, then I don't know what is. They can also do that knowing that the SAP AI technology complies with data privacy and governance regulations. SAP's AI code of ethics was among the very first for large global software companies, and a staple of who we are and have always been for 50 years is an area that we care very much about from an ethics perspective. So ultimately, as you all progress through your transformation journey, you will start to see that agility and that speed. You will see improved time to value. You will see giving data purpose in real-time ways to help you to drive and make decisions on a really real-time basis. SAP BTP is the cornerstone of that. It's the foundational layer that allows you to expand into possibilities that are unknown at this point. So where do we go from here? So what I've just shared with you, hopefully, is a bit more of what you've been hearing about today and what you will continue to hear about over the course of the week. But what I'd like to do now, I'd like to bring up two very special guests who will help me to unpack this a bit further and give you some real-life examples. So first up, I'd like to welcome Ashish Parmar. Ashish is the Chief Information Officer of Tapestry. You may know them better as a luxury brand owner for Kate Spade, for one of my favorites, Stuart Weitzman, and also for Coach. Also with me today, I have Mr. Ramanathan. Raghu is our Global Chief Revenue Officer for SAP Business Technology Platform. Please join me in a warm round of applause to welcome Ashish and Raghu.
Thank you.
Welcome in circles. Thank you so much for being here. That's great. We had a little conversation about how to avoid the awkward, right? You guys are doing it right now. Do we do the fist pump? Do we elbow? Do we hug? Do we shake? Do we just stare each other down? And I should have known this one on the end here. All right, so guys, let's dig in because I know we've got a lot that we want to cover. And we're going to do a little bit of a back and forth, kind of a speed round. And so Ashish, maybe we'll start with you. So Tapestry has been a long-standing customer and had a long relationship with SAP. Can you talk to us a bit about what this digital transformation journey has been like?
Sure, thank you. Thanks for having us, and excited to be here. Last time we were here in 2019, sharing our story about our digital transformation and establishing a digital core. So I do want to acknowledge our team because of them. It makes it easy for me to be here and share our story, as well as our partners who have been helping us co-create. We've been a SAP customer for the last 25 years. And in 2019, we established a digital core embracing S4 HANA and a collection of solutions from SAP, sunsetting multiple ERPs, bringing 3 brands onto a common platform, and where we self-operate our business in 27 countries. 16,000 strong associates on a common HRIS platform where we run recruit to retire, all of the capabilities on that. And in 2020, we announced an acceleration program, which was really to better meet the needs of our customer. And the 3 key pillars there were sharpen focus on our customer, leverage data, and lead with a digital-first mindset, and transform into a more responsive and agile organization. And excited to share that we're continuing to what some call audacious, we call it stretch what's possible, make it happen. If I look at some outcomes, our digital business is triple that what it was pre-pandemic. We've continued to welcome new customers. If you just look back 18 plus months ago, 11 million customers that have been welcomed into our house of brands across all 3 brands, continuing to drive conversion, retain customers, and activate lapsed customers. And all of this, I'd say, is part of our journey of digital transformation. Digital transformation is not a destination. It's a way of being. I call it where an organization is continuing to learn and adapt. And that's how we've kind of embraced all of the capabilities that SAP allows us to play around with or partake in. And BTP is one of them. That is the more newer, recent. And our team is going to be discussing a lot more architectural details around 2:30, but I'm privileged and thankful to be here to share the story.
It's fantastic. It's a phenomenal story. I mean, really, if you're not familiar with the Tapestry story, I encourage you to learn more. There's a lot of lessons to be learned there, and you've teed up BTP so nicely, so thank you. Raghu, as our Chief Revenue Officer for the Business Technology Platform, you certainly have talked to customers across all industries globally. What are you hearing, and what is your perspective on the digital transformation? How does BTP actually play a part in that?
Sure, Kerri. Digital transformation for me is all about the data. So when you look at what companies have done, they've invested enormous time, resources into digitizing their core business process. And as a result, they created a lot of data. Most companies initially, when I spoke to them, thought about this data as a byproduct of their operations. They were scratching their head, wondering what to do with this byproduct. It's actually dawned on them now that this data is actually the key to unlocking the value of the digital transformation itself. In fact, interesting studies have been done, and they show that companies which are data-driven generate 10% more profit and are 23 times more likely to acquire new customers than their competition. So that's how powerful data is. Now, this is exactly where Business Technology Platform comes in. Because Business Technology Platform provides you a comprehensive range of capabilities to collect, to cleanse, to store, to model, to analyze, and to disseminate data. In a sense, it allows you to do three things. First of all, it allows you to infuse real-time insights into the business processes where critical business decisions are being made. Secondly, it allows you to spread a culture of data democratization, which is really important for digital transformation. So I think that's the second most important thing. And finally, it allows you, just like the example of Verge motorcycles that you mentioned, Kerri, it allows you to launch a slew of new and innovative data-driven applications which completely transform your business. So that's the value that I see that BTP brings in digital transformation.
That's incredible, and I think that's just the beginning of the journey, so to speak, right? So I'm going to pull on one of the threads, which is artificial intelligence. It's the last item that I touched on out of the BTP portfolio. And Ashish, let me throw this question to you. So Tapestry created an AI chatbot with their partner Skybuffer. Can you talk to us about that and tell everyone what that process was like?
Yeah, I mean, so if you go back to one of the pillars where we wanted to make sure that we're infusing data in all of our decision making and also making it accessible to all of our associates where they're actually, carrying out their work. For us, it was really ensuring that how do we democratize that data, but not just data, but actionable insights. And we've availed BTP's AI conversational capability, and not only being able to extract data and actionable insights from SAP systems, but non-SAP systems. That's been the biggest unlock for us, where our marvelous team has been able to actually orchestrate, and it's one of my pet peeves, I always say, orchestrated outcomes. Outcomes that frankly would have been not possible had it not been for the capability and go through these other systems. We've used webhooks where someone can actually avail Zoom or Teams and actually interact with any of those systems to get actionable insights.
That's incredible. I mean, Raghu, do you hear similar stories as well, given your purview across the world?
Yeah, what Ashish has been speaking about is something I hear across many customers, and it's a pattern that I describe as hyper-automation of business processes. Many customers come to SAP because they think we deliver best practice business processes for that respective industries. The reality is the best practice processes of the past are not the same as the best practice processes of the future. With modern technology, I like to say the boundary between what machines can do and what humans need to do is constantly evolving. So my personal view is that more than 50% of today's best practice business processes can be completely automated. Let me give you an example. We are actually working with a pharmaceutical company, a large pharmaceutical company, who have built a bot on the Business Technology Platform which handles all of the invoices automatically, more than 60,000 invoices a month, right? And that has resulted in a few $1 million of savings for them annually. Now, that's just one example. If you think about it and multiply it, there are 4,500 customers who are building process automations on our platform today. And there are about 500,000 such different automations that are running on a quarterly basis. And that's impacting 2 million end business users and improving their lives and their productivity. So think about the cumulative impact, what we can have, not just on individuals and businesses, but on whole economies and societies as well.
That's powerful, right? I mean, I think that if you talk about that scalability, and all we've heard so far at Sapphire is the idea to be agile, to have an intelligent and a sustainable enterprise, and certainly BTP is setting the table in that way. Okay, so we're going to do a little wrap up here, and so from a Tapestry point of view, where do you go next?
And we're continuing to test and learn. We're piloting, the SAP, the Analytics Cloud. We're doing some co-innovation with SAP on intelligent returns. And we've just embraced Qualtrics as well. So we're going to continue to test and learn. Our architecture is cloud native and multi-cloud. So,
Perfect.
We think there's a lot to learn still ahead.
Fantastic. Raghu, any other comments from you that you'd like our audience to hear from your point of view?
Sure, I actually have 3 things that I would like to finish with. So first of all, for those of you who are considering a move to S4 or RISE, I would say BTP is a must-have. Yeah. It de-risks, but also accelerates your move to S4. And most importantly, it provides you the innovation capabilities that makes your move truly transformational. The second point that I wanted to say is for those of you who are using SAP line of business applications, like customer experience, human capital management, procurement, again, BTP can help you extend the value you get from these applications. In particular, there are very, very significant and nice use cases specific to these LOBs, so please look into them. And finally, I wanted to say, I wanted to finish this with where Christian started, right? It's all about sustainability. We're trying to build a better future. And BTP is becoming the de facto platform, not just in the technology world, but in the business world for sustainability. Not only SAP, but we have a thriving ecosystem of partners who are starting to build sustainability apps on top of the platform. So if you are considering a sustainability initiative, please look into BTP as well.
Well said. And with that, I believe we are out of time, although I think clearly we could continue to talk about the Business Technology Platform. Our hope is that you will make the most of the time at Sapphire. For those of you that are here and in person, we have more than 100 Business Technology Platform sessions, live demos, solutions experts, but nobody speaks louder than all of you, our existing customers and our prospects. And for those of you that will be watching us online and virtually, same. The content that is available is unbelievable. And I believe next up for the virtual audience will be a live panel discussion just to extend this a bit further. Thank you so much for your time. And we hope that you continue to have an amazing Sapphire experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.